Okay, this is our rough footage of installing our new quarter panels for C1-132 Corvette. This is the Restomod that we're building. Redesigned the frame. We have the frame built for us by the roaster shop. It's a perimeter style frame that we designed. C7 suspension. Enables to drop the floor, which we designed, and the seat. So you're going to sit down basically 1.5 inches lower than an original car. Front of the footwell goes forward. We're able to tip the seat back. And right now we have, with our new quarters, we have about 13 inches worth of tub space in there. We also pack a convertible top. So it's made for a convertible top, big tires, big people, big engines. And so we brought our quarter panels out 1 inch just to give us a little more clearance, and we put part of our style in here to get our clearance. And an original quarter panel, as you know, is upper surround panel is the top of the quarter, and then the side rocker comes into approximately here is the lower part of the quarter, and this is really the quarter panel here. And so what we've done here is we've kicked out our quarter panel 1 inch. So now our car is 6 foot wide instead of 2 inches shorter. So this is telling you where the original bonding strip is. So we're eliminating that original style bonding strip, taking that right out of the picture. And we made a full quarter panel. And right now we're going to determine the bonding strip that we're making. We're providing a bonding strip as well that you're going to bond in here, similar to the same way the second and third generation is put together with all bonding strips. So we're not reinventing the wheel, we're just moving it backwards a little bit into the first generation, how we do everything in the second and third generation. So we're coming down with from our peak, our styling line, 1.5 inch tape. And as some people want to clarify, 1.5 inch tape really isn't 1.5 inches, it's 1 3/8 inches. And we're going to be using some 2 inch tape that really isn't 2 inch wide. It's really 1 7/8 inches. Just like a 2x4 really isn't a 2x4. So some things are misrepresented at times in our world, but we live with it. So here's your factory bonding strip for your original quarter panel to your taillight panel that we're going to use. We're going to remove this quarter panel, and then we're going to cut the top of the quarter panel down. We're calling it 1.5 inches, but really it's 1 3/8 inches, the width of the tape. So we're going to come up here and we're going to cut this right now. Our first cut, we're going to come back, we're coming back 5 inches from the door jamb. Came back 5 inches of the door jamb and we ran our first line. Okay? Our quarter panels are full quarter panels. It's going to determine how we make this bonding strip. We already have the bonding strip roughed in. We may leave it as a big bonding strip like this so you can determine where you want to put your quarter. That's going to come down the road here. So that's roughed in. So we did our first mark is 5 inches back from the door jamb, straight down 5 inches. Okay. Now we've also put our 2 inch tape here. We're going to see what we look like at that 5 inch cut and determine if that's where we're going to stop or not. Because our flare starts a little bit right here and works its way up and out. Right now with the paint stick, we're flat right there at that 5 inch mark. And so if our bonding strip is here where our flare is starting back, you can see how much it starts back here. When you come back here, we're out maybe a quarter. But at that 5 inch mark, we're not bad. So that could be body work. And so this first cut we're going to do down our 2.5 inch tape, back 5 inches, and we're going to cut that. Over here on the driver's side, just to give you an idea of what we did, we slicked out the gas tank door for the gas door. That is no longer in this quarter panel. So that's going to be your choice. And we're still going to determine what we're doing here with our bonding strip. Our bonding strip may come to here, which you can still notch and cut out if you want to leave the original gas door. We want to give you as many options as we can. But in this car, I think we want to do something different for the gas opening. That'll be determined. So this is what we're starting off with. We're going to cut that quarter panel off at our first marks and see where we're at. You can see where we made our cut at our 5 inches from the door jamb back, 5 inches straight down. And we've cut it across top. We've left a little attached there. And back here at the original factory seam, we V'd out the seam, just like you'd V out any other seam when you're removing a panel or backfilling it. So we've ground down. We're going to knock it loose now. That's right there why I use that style hammer, so I can use that to get in and pry things loose at times. I think it needs a little more grinding. Did you run off on me?
I just used the bathroom quick.
Oh, so there's our quarter panel. It's off the car, back 5 inches from the door jamb at the factory bonding strip here. Now we're going to determine how we're going to make our bonding strip tuck up underneath there, so you have more of a factory style uniformity, how the car's put back together, but with a wider quarter. So we'll get back to you and explain more as we go. Thanks for watching.
What did I miss? What did you have to grind on?
I just had to finish my grind through there, what was holding.
Okay.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing here, because now that's going to let me get in there and make a bonding strip and stay back 5 inches. The only problem is the gas door on the other side, but we'll get to that. Okay, so what we're going to want to determine here is, we came back off the door jamb 5 inches. We have a lot of nice space in there to put our bonding strip. Our bonding strip is big enough so it'll stick back here 1.5 inches. Ideal, pretty simple. If you're wanting to keep your gas door on the driver's side, this is probably more the way to go, because now you can notch out that gas door and put your quarter panel right over the top of the factory bonding strips for the gas door. If you're wanting to eliminate the gas door, that's what I'm thinking, and do something different, then we're going to come up here 2 inches and cut, remove the quarter back from there. Our bonding strip will still get in there and tuck in behind here, but the only issue we have now is where this steps out of here. You just got to accommodate the bonding strip to do this step and to make sure everything clears. Down the side here is our rocker that we've already replaced. We've taken the steel rocker out, and if you look in past videos, or Andrew will show it in this one, what we've done inside this rocker to reinforce this rocker to make it stronger than what was originally there, because normally they rust out. And so it's all part of what we're doing in the build of the C1s here, the XL version. And so 5 inches back, if you're going to use the factory gas door, is what my thoughts are. 2 inches back with a bonding strip if we're going to eliminate the factory gas door and do something different.